So hey Rion,
Hi, Hana.
why do men like younger girls?
Well, it's okay to date a younger girl or even like a younger girl, but I feel like there's like a limit, right, of like young girls. Too
Like-
young is not fine.
Well, what's too young?
Well, I have a very weird, very disturbing story of when I was in high school and my teacher was interested in me. So let's get into that story.
Ew.
Not just one teacher.
Ew. That's too young.
That's too young. Alright, let's get into it. I have two teachers. So the one teacher, he was like fine. It wasn't too crazy, so I'll start with that to like warm things up,
Oh, I'm not excited.
I think I was like freshman year. So I was,
Oh.
I know. I was, how old am I?
That's like 14, 15.
That's actually crazy now that I think about
That's
it.
actually too young.
That's actually crazy. Ooh, okay, well, so yeah, I was 14, and my English teacher really liked me, like, just like in general, just like was really nice and was, favoring me, and like,
gotta get the grades.
I didn't really think much of it, because, innocent, so I'm like, oh, whatever. And then there was one time, like, he was always just really nice to me, but yeah, I just thought, like, because I'm quiet and I'm, like, a pretty nice kid in class, I was like, oh, maybe that's just why. And then one day at, like, the computer labs, okay, I'm working on my, like, something on an essay or whatever, and he, like, he, like, comes from behind me, puts his arm, touches my hand on the mouse, like, and I was like, and I obviously, like, oh, that's weird. And even my friend looks at me and was like, well, what the fuck was that, And, like, it was just like, oh, that's a little sus. Nothing crazy, but it's just like, I don't know. It's just weird.
Ooh.
That was, like, my first story, or, like, first instance where I was like, oh, it's kind of, like, weird to, do to, like, a younger child. But then again, like, maybe it was just an accident,
But he comes from behind and grabs your mouse?
So, like, with my hand on it.
Ew!
I'm the one that pulls away. He doesn't pull away, so I'm like, that's, like, the weird thing. Anyway.
And you're 14, 15.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Did anything happen after?
No, just, like, always just being nice to me. But yeah, nothing crazy.
I'm pretty privileged.
Is it a privilege? Is this a privilege? I don't think so.
Oh my god. Ew, that's actually disgusting.
Yeah. And then my next teacher.
I can't believe you have 2 high school incidents.
This one was even worse. So he would always, like, I would sit, you can choose your seats for this class for some reason, or like for most classes in high school. And I always chose the the seat that was the closest to the door, so I could just always go in and out.
Like, I'm done.
I'm out of here, once I leave. So he would always come up to me because it's right by his desk. So it's like his desk, the door, and then me. So like I'm like right next to his desk. And he would always come up every morning and be like, how are you doing, Rion? And he would like massage my shoulders.
Ew!
All the time.
Ew!
I was like, oh my god, like, And then he had a lot of there was so many rumors going on. I don't know if this is true, but like he would go vape in the bathroom with some girls, like during break. I don't know if that's completely true, but it's just like, first of all, it's weird.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
boundaries. And then so he would always be like massaging me, always very nice to me. And then like when I almost graduated, he would come up to me, he's like, hey, like, Rion, I heard you're going to Japan for college, that's great. I'm definitely gonna go visit you, and, you can be my geisha. And I was like, excuse me, what? What the fuck did you just say to me?
Report HR!
I was like, cool. I was like, yeah. And then I just laughed. Because, like, what do you say to that? I was like,
well, fuck off!
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, my school's a little bit weird. Because, like, there was also another teacher that got reported or, like, got in trouble for messaging the girl, like, DMing and stuff.
American public school.
Ugh, nasty.
Ew, that's actually nasty.
Yeah.
And okay, this second teacher, what grade were you?
Senior, so like 17,
right.
18.
But
17, yeah. Or no, 18?
17, whatever.
Yeah.
Too old. Oh, how old were the teachers?
Oh, he was old. I don't even know how old he was, but I'm pretty sure like above 40, maybe 50 something.
Both of them?
The first teacher was younger. He was like late 20s, maybe like early 30s.
Still.
Yeah.
You're young. You're like a baby.
Yeah.
Your teacher was that. I had a bipolar English teacher.
What? Digress, yes. Okay. Please, more. We need more than that.
He was very nice to me.
Okay.
He would call me Hana Hammurabi.
Okay.
Because my last name is Himura, and he thought it sounded similar to Hammurabi, so he would go.
Okay.
He would call me Hana Hammurabi. I'm like, oh, you know what? Whatever. It's fine. But in class, we would be like talking, like as a class, and some of the days he would be really, really chill, and would be like, ha ha ha, I'm glad you guys are having fun. If you catch him on a bad day, he would scream, like, shut up! in front of the class, and go to like, you know, like they have like lockers inside the teachers' like classrooms for the teacher.
Oh yeah.
So it's like a stainless steel locker. He would open it and like shut it. He would go to his desk and open all the drawers and just go bam 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 bam.
He has like anger management issues.
Yeah, no, he was bipolar. And we would all be like,
yeah, you'd be quiet after that. Oh my gosh.
yeah. And then once he's done with his anger things, he's like, okay, let's get back to work. And we're like,
Okay.
so that was my English.
What triggered it? Was it just you guys being loud?
I think so.
Okay. I mean, I
us
kind of understand.
misbehaving, but still, I've never
That's
seen
a
a
lot.
teacher do that.
Yeah.
So
Every time you guys would get loud, he would.
No. Sometimes he would be like chill.
Okay.
You know, he would be like, oh, you guys are having fun, but please get your work done.
Okay.
And we're like, okay, cool. But if you catch him on a bad day,
Oh, dang. Okay.
he would just snap. And we're like, ooh,
That's scary.
yeah. So that was that.
What a great throw.
A little comical relief for you. Because yours is actually traumatizing. I don't know what I would do. I would slap his hand. You take it out.
No, yeah, now thinking about it, like, saying, like, oh, 14-year-old, like, that's young.
That's so
like,
young.
so young.
And if you're 30-something, or, like, even
Yeah.
late 20s,
That's, like,
that's disgusting.
that's nasty.
And the fact that he would find a 14-year-old attractive, major red flag.
Yeah. No, but, like, that's the whole thing is, like, a lot of people who are in that teaching role or, like, in a church or, like, those kinds of things where you're close to children, there are, like, so many pedophiles because they want to be close to younger children, which is so scary.
Recently, there was a news in Japan that a teacher was sending pictures of kids, like, up their skirts or something, and shared it to the entire... They had, like, a line group chat of these group of pedophile teachers.
Ew.
Yeah, and shared it amongst this line group.
Oh my god.
And it's not just from one school, it was like a couple of schools around that district.
Ew.
And one of the girls like caught the teacher like taking a photo and told parents, and that's how they found out about the group.
Oh my god.
But like, imagine how many kids were under...
Oh my god, that's so nasty.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, ew!
Ew. Why? Oh my god, that's actually disgusting.
Right? It's insane. Disgusting.
God.
Oh.
Okay, why? Why, man?
Why? But speaking of teachers, I also have a story of this one tutor doo-doo. We have a note that we write. I wrote tutor doo-doo. So this was when I just turned 20. I had a friend working at this like tutoring company.
Yeah.
And they teach... It's specialized for international school kids that need a little extra help. So my friend was working at this tutoring company, and he was away for this one day and needed someone to kind of fill in. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. So I go to his tutoring company, and this was around Christmas time. So I go in, and he's around like 36, I'd like to say. 36. Yeah. I'm 20. I go in, I introduce myself, and I'm like, hi, I'm Hana. We have this interview just so that he can see who's going to fill in his shoes. My friend's shoes. So, I introduced myself, and we had a good interview. I got hired, and he told me, oh, do you want to come to our Christmas party? Or like end of the year party or something. And we're like, and I was like, I literally just am here to fill my friend's shoes. Are you sure you want me there? And he's like, yeah, like, please, I would love for you to join. Like, please join. And I was like, kind of weird, but I guess. So I texted my friend, and I was like, I got invited. Like, should I go? And he's like, just come. Like, it's free food, free drinks. Yeah. Free karaoke. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll be there. So I joined the line group, and the tutoring went fine. Great kid. Very smart kid, actually. And then so I go to this end of the year party. The first round was at his place, and he lived in this like tower mansion, so they had like a guest party room, and it was all the tutors. So from like age 18 all the way up to like 24, college students. And it was like around 15-20 people, and wholesome. And mind you, this head tutor guy that I interviewed with, he's 36, around 36. He has a newborn baby with a wife. This is very crucial part of the story. So, having a nice time at the first round of the party. We're not drinking that much, and then there's like underage kids. So he sent all the underage kids back home, and he's like, okay, let's go to round 2, karaoke. And I'm like, karaoke? I'm there. Of course, I'll be there. So I go, and then karaoke was still fine because it was me, my friends, and we were just like having fun, singing, dancing, drinking, and then we started getting a little tipsy, and then he's like, okay, let's go round 3, we're going to a bar. And at this point, we started with around like 20 kids. Now round 3, we're like 6. So it's him, the main tutor guy, tutor doo-doo, tutor doo-doo, his wife, still there, his co-founder, me, my friend, and my other friend. And I think it was that 6. Maybe I'm forgetting someone, but somewhere like that. So we get to this bar, and it was cold, so I had to use the bathroom first. So I went to the bathroom. I come back, and everyone already left their coats in their bags. So I was like, oh, where did you leave the bags? I asked my friend, and my friend was like, oh yeah, in that booth over there, right outside. So the tutor doo-doo was listening, and he's like, oh, I'll take you to the booth. So I follow him. I think he's a really nice guy up to this point. And I'm leaving my coat, and then he goes, would you like to go on a date with me? And I'm like, excuse me, what? Like, what'd you say? And he's like, do you want to go on a date with me? And I'm like, you have a wife and a newborn baby. So, no. And he's like, no, it's fine. Like, I want to take you out on a date. And I'm like, no. But I would love for you to get me a drink. So we go to the bar area. He gets me a drink. And I'm like dancing with my friends, having fun. And then when the wife is talking to another person, he comes up to me again and like, so, date? And I'm like, no, you go on a date with your wife. Like, what are you asking me? And I'm like talking to my friends like, what is going on?
He asked you in front of your friends?
Yeah. I was like, what is going on? So I'm like, no, you have a wife and a kid. Newborn, mind you.
Yeah.
So I'm just like distancing myself because creeped out, weird. You're 36 or something. I'm 20. Let me be with my friends. So I'm just like dancing around with my friends. And then he's like, okay, let's go to a club now. So I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm already out here. Might as well. And my friend is still there, so I was like, okay, if my friend is still there, I should be fine.
Yeah.
So we're lining up to the club, and I was the first one to like go in and waiting for the people. Tutor Dudu came right behind me, and I'm tipsy. I'm talking to the bouncer at the club, saying like, get me a free like VIP table, as one does.
Of course.
As one does. So I'm like chatting this up, and he's like, no, like you need to pay, and I'm like, well, like like wink, wink. And then the tutor Dudu comes behind me, and he goes, she's with me, grabs me, and pecks, literally kisses me out of nowhere, and I'm just there like, excuse?
Literally, what the fuck?
Excuse me.
And his wife is there.
Literally, like
in front of you guys, but like there in line, right?
Like 2 meters away, like right there.
That is.
And I was just there like, huh? When we ended up not going to that club due to like some other reasons, but yeah, I ended up just like staying around my friends, and I was like having fun with like my friend's friend, and like just like dancing closely, and the tutor Dudu saw that. He came up to me again and was like, why are you so like close with them and not with me? And I was like, I'm so done.
Not him being jealous.
I know. I was like, ew. So yeah, I left after that and never saw him ever again. But according to my friend, he does that to basically every new girl that joins.
That's crazy.
That's around 19, 20. And now he has 2 kids with his wife.
Oh my god. It's nasty.
So, tutor Dudu.
Tutor Dudu. Scary.
Yeah.
I got hired by him.
Tutor Dudu?
Yeah.
Tutor Dudu, oh my god.
And I was so confused too, because I didn't think I was going to get the job. I definitely think it was like because he was interested. Because I was like, oh, there's no way, like I don't know what I'm doing. And then I quit like a week later. Like,
you're like, I'm done.
I'm done.
No, but you really.
I'm glad I left early.
I wasn't even like properly hired. I was just there for a day, filling in my friend's shoes.
That's crazy.
And this happened, and I was like, oh my god, free drinks. As a college student, free drinks, free food, free yoki, free night out. All we need. So learned my lesson, and creepy tutor Dudu, don't ever come near me again.
Yeah. I must have been so like, I don't know. I would have been so shocked or like traumatized by that. Like, it was like out of nowhere, right? Just like kisses you.
Yeah, I was like in shock.
Yeah.
But then, I think it helped that I was tipsy, because it kind of like sobered me up.
Right. Oh, okay.
So that was the extent it got.
Right.
If I was sober and that happened, I would have probably slapped him.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Like, what
the audacity.
Yeah, truly. Like, what the hell?
First of all,
boundaries.
Even if he wasn't married and he didn't have kids, the fact that he was like hitting on you, no consent, all that, when you clearly said you weren't interested, and then on top of it, he's married with 2, or like I guess back then just one baby, but like a
newborn
baby. Like, how
literally,
could you do that to
I
your wife?
held the baby. It doesn't like when the neck is like finally like.
It's like falling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that newborn baby.
Oh my gosh. Ew. Do you think that he has an open relationship with his wife? Because what kind of confidence do you have to cheat on your wife like right in front of her?
Yeah, probably, right? Because the wife has to know, or like has
I think they always know. Yeah,
they always know,
whether they like to admit it or not. But
so yeah.
Why?
It's like, it's not. No. Not for me. So yeah.
Tutor Dudu.
Tutor Dudu.
I wish you nothing but the worst.
I hope.
Austin.
Yeah, best for the kids, the children.
Yeah, the wife.
The wife.
I hope she left.
So.
That's actually insane.
I think it's one of my most like shocking stories that has happened. at a ripe
And you
age.
almost forgot about it, by the way.
Yeah.
I had to remind her. I was like, are you going to talk about, like, do you want to talk about this? And she's like, what? It's like, oh my god. It was just that bad.
Yeah.
Just, like,
blocked it out of my memory.
Yeah.
But yeah, at a ripe age of 20, that happened. So, like, really, why?
Yeah, why?
Why?
Like, it's the power dynamic. He just wants control over you, which is like...
Which is also, like, a messed up way to think.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, men like younger girls. They tend to be more attracted to younger girls because they like the round, the cutesy, the young energy.
Like, I think they just want somebody that looks up to them and is like, oh my god,
yeah,
he's so mature, he has his life figured out. And I think that's what they crave, is like that validation of like, oh, I'm a man, like I can, you know, protect her. But like, obviously if it's like a same age person, like the woman is grown up, she's mature, she knows what guys are really like at that age, so they're like not interested, which makes sense because they suck.
But like, if you're a 30-year-old and pulled this shit on me, I'm not attracted to you.
No, yeah.
At all. So you're not gonna get the whatever authoritative power, or I can't even talk. Or power, or whatever you're looking for.
I don't know. But like, I think because you're different. Like, you're very strong-willed, you're very confident, even when you were like 20 and stuff. That happened to me. Obviously I wouldn't have been like, but like I wouldn't have been able to like say anything or do anything at that point.
I mean, I didn't really say anything.
True, but like I feel like like girls that are very naive and innocent and doesn't really know anything at that age might actually be like,
ooh.
But then he's married, and then like that to me is just no. And like the fact that he's doing this in front of his wife. Yeah, it's just poor character. Like I don't know any kind of woman who would
be attracted to that. Unless you're into like threesomes or something, but even then, have the wife be there. Yeah, you know.
Oh, nasty.
So nasty.
So many stories.
It's because I think we're like at that age where we're still like considered a younger girl.
Right now?
Yeah, I think we are. I think we are, because we're still like in the early 20s.
True. We still haven't hit 25.
Yeah.
So
I feel like after 25, men will leave us alone. Hopefully.
No, I don't think so. Look at us.
Just also, like, Asians don't raise
I know, they don't.
So we literally look the same. Actually, no, we look like babies back then.
True, yeah.
I think we're a little bit more
even
mature.
now, I think we still look pretty young for our age. I don't know, maybe not.
Age is just a number.
Until it's not. Unless he's 30 with, like, children. But yeah. I have, like, an even worse story.
Oh
I haven't even told you guys this. So.
Oh my god,
I was in middle school.
Ew.
I think I was right before high school, so it was like 13 or 12. I was like 12 or 13. I was a baby. I looked like a fucking child. Like, there's no way you would have seen me out in public and thought, oh, she's an adult. Okay? Just keep that in your head. And also, it's a concert, okay? Oh. My friend invites me to a concert because her friend bailed or something last minute, and she asked me, she's like, hey, like, if you're free, like, let's go together. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, it seems fun. So we go to this concert, everything's great, but then when you go in, they give you a big black X on both of your, like, back of your hands if you're underage, and obviously, like, you can't drink, so I got a big X. I go in, and so, like, by that point, you know, like, how old people are, whether or not if they have a drink in their hand or if they have a huge X, right? If you think clearly. And like the concert starts, everything's going good. We're at the very front row and we're just like dancing.
Let's go.
You know, super fun. I'm like, oh, this is so fun. And then like an hour or like maybe like 30-40 minutes goes by, and then like I see this guy in the corner of my eye. He has like a cap, so I can't see his face fully. And I see this tall guy, and I'm like, huh, okay, that's weird. Like he came out of nowhere, so I was like, oh, it's weird. And I just like glanced, and he had like a beer in his hand, so obviously older than 21. Me still clearly having the X signals on my hands. With no drink in a hand, like you can't see any drinks on me, right? And then I'm laughing because I don't know how to react, but I feel somebody grabbing my ass. And I'm like, the fuck? I look and like I was like, I don't even look though, because I was just shocked. I like froze. I'm like, what? But like I could tell it was the guy with the black hat, and I was too scared to look up. I couldn't see. I didn't want to even look at his face because I knew I was gonna be like, you know, traumatized if I did that. So I just like I didn't look. I was like, what do I do? Like I can't tell my friend because she's enjoying her time. Like I don't want her to like have this bad memory. And like since she invited me, I didn't want her to feel guilty either. Of like, oh, I invited her, and like that happened.
You're so nice.
No, but like, you know. Mm-hmm. And so I'm like, fuck, what do I do? So like I like tried to move away. He's like, by the way, he was like holding, he wasn't like just like one grab or anything. It was like on my ass for like a long time. And I'm just like standing there be like, oh, what the fuck do I do? And I move a little bit, still hand on my ass. And then I just like call my friend. I'm like, you know, like whatever. And then I like run to her.
Yeah.
And then the guy like left me alone.
Oh but my god.
That was insane. I was like, do you not see my huge X's? Like, you know, I'm under, like, 21.
Ew! That's actually disgusting.
You look at that, it's like, I was like, what? I don't know. I didn't even look at him, by the way.
Slap him?
No, I just froze. And, like, the fact that he, like we never made eye contact or anything.
Ew.
So, like, he just, like, randomly touched a girl's, like, ass. Which is, like,
underage
weird.
girl.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't see my hands, but still, it's just like, who randomly just like without eye contact? Yeah, literally, like if I made eye contact and I was like smiling and flirting, okay, makes sense. Yeah. But like nothing. So I was like, wait, what? Like out of nowhere.
That's crazy. That's disgusting.
Disgusting.
Whose concert was this?
FKJ. It was a very good concert. But other than that incident, it was great. It was a great concert, but
oh my god.
Yeah.
Ew.
Disgusting.
Ew, why? I'm so sorry.
Why, man? Why?
Would you say that's your like first disgusting meal?
I think so, yeah.
Ew. That's
like
too
that was
early.
Like really bad, yeah.
It's so early.
It's so early. I don't think I even hit puberty. I mean, maybe I did at 13. Yeah.
But still.
I was a baby.
You're a baby. 13, I remember my height. At 13.
You were tiny.
I was tiny. I was 129 centimeters when I entered middle school. So, like, it's that age, basically.
Yeah. I wasn't that tiny, but...
Well, okay.
Actually, I have no idea how tall I was, but oh my god.
Yeah, it was that tiny.
129?
Yeah, 129. I wasn't even 130.
So cute.
It was so tiny. But that's beside the point. But like, I'm just giving you perspective about the age and
like
height.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's insanity. Who?
Yeah, who does that? Who in their right mind thinks that's okay? Maybe he was drunk. I don't know. I hope so. Because, like, who sober is, like...
touching a kid's ass?
Yeah.
Ew.
Disgusting.
That's absolutely disgusting.
And it's, like, what's even crazy is, like, how many people go through this before they're 18. Like, there's really, like, a study that says about, like, 84% of women worldwide report experiencing street harassment before age 17. 84% of women before 17 is just like crazy to me.
84% is
that's a lot. That's like people. Yeah, that's a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure like it's higher than that, to be honest.
Yeah,
but yeah.
I mean, my first I think disgusting one was. It was really quick, but really disgusting. I was wearing shorts, and I think I went to Shibuya Station to go hang out. I was like 16, wearing shorts. And you know, there's like the beep part, like when you leave the station, you like, tap your Suica card. So I tapped my Suica card, and I'm about to leave, and this guy, old guy, like it's not like young, like old, over 60 guy, is like trying to come in from like the next like, there's like a bunch of little like beef stuff. I'm about to leave. This guy comes trying to go inside, grabs my thighs, and then just leaves. And I'm over there like, what just happened?
How does what? Wait, he like reached over?
Yeah, he basically like reached, because I'm like almost out.
Oh right, so go.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I'm like walking,
Ew.
stepping. He grabs my thighs and goes.
Just like a.
No, like straight up like grab. And bare skin because I'm wearing shorts.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, what just happened?
What? Why?
I look back and yeah, it's this old guy, short old guy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So train stations are scary.
Train stations are scary, yeah.
And the other day, I was in Shinjuku, and it didn't happen to me, but this short old guy.
It's always the short old guy.
It's always a short old guy. Was literally, there was a bunch of like, I think we were right in the girls only cart.
Yeah.
And we left Ginza Station, or we were at Ginza Station near the cart, and this short old guy is looking at every like girl's boobs.
Ew.
Literally like staring, finds a boob that he likes, and literally follows her. Follows her, trying to talk to her, and she's not like, ignoring him completely. He tries to talk to her around 3 times, looks to another girl, and tries to start talking.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
how old is he?
I don't know, like 30, 40, 50? Short guy.
Oh my god.
With a backpack. And then, a tip for the girls out there, always have sunglasses. Because I didn't have sunglasses on in the train. But when I saw that guy, I put on my sunglasses. He didn't even look at me.
Good, yeah.
So
you have to look intimidating.
Always wear sunglasses.
Ugh.
If you don't want to, be a target from all these crazy guys.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know. Gross.
Like, why? I will never fully be able to understand what men are thinking. Like, no matter how much research I do, I just can't. Like, yes, there's research or whatever, and there's like the psychological factors, but I still just can't understand it. Like because I don't think that way.
Me neither. Because they say hormones or testosterone. You guys, do you know
behavior though? Like, you can
know.
change your behavior.
And you know how many hormones girls have to deal with on a day-to-day basis?
Literally.
And do we do that shit?
Not as much as men do. I'm sure there are creepy women out there,
definitely.
But it's like not as much as guys. Or maybe there is.
Maybe, I don't know.
Reported. Who knows?
But then I was thinking about the Jenny's incident. That's guy on guy.
That's pretty frequent, those are.
Yeah. So it's always like, even if you're a young guy, you always have this fear of this older guy that wants to, I guess, I don't know, show power?
Yeah.
Manipulate younger.
What was the thing that you were talking about before? Was that like because you're about to die, or like because your life is so short you want to compensate, or like you want to try to...
Oh yeah, there's this like theory called, let me see, terror management theory, TMT theory, and it's a psychological study done in like the 80s. And basically the whole idea is that humans know that eventually we're gonna die.
Yeah.
So the behavior that you behave every day, we try to compensate because we're scared of death and the fact that we're eventually going to die. So that's why it's called terror management theory. So one of the main things that this like theory is used for is when thinking about relationships and the age gap between how men and women, find who attractive. For men, they like to be with younger girls because, first of all, for evolutionary theory and fertility. stuff like that, but also they feel safe being with a younger girl because they feel young as well.
Okay.
So the whole idea, like fear of death, is leading to this weird behavior of men liking younger girls. But then fear of death applies to girls as well, like women as well. Women don't, I mean, they probably do to a certain extent, but not to this extent.
I think because, I don't know, maybe it's like their maternal aspect, but I feel like no matter how old you are, you're always going to be a mom. And like your kids are always going to need your mom more than the dad. So maybe that's why, because like she can be that authoritative figure until like she's really old. Whereas the dad probably feels like, oh, okay, like,
left out.
Yeah, like, oh, well, I paid for their college. I don't really have much of a relationship. Let me find a younger girl. I don't know.
That's on them. Build stronger relationships with your family, please. And do not involve any other young girls.
And the whole fertility thing is so, like, it's such an excuse now, like, with technology. Like, you can have babies if you're, like, however old you want to be, you know, like, as a woman. You don't have a clock anymore.
Yeah, you can freeze your eggs.
Exactly. So why are we dating younger girls if, like, you just want to have kids with them? That's just an excuse.
And do you really want kids with them? If you're like 60,
I think it's really just like a trophy woman. Like, oh, look at my young, hot, 20-year-old wife. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you have like an age gap limitation?
Max?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like too old. I really don't know what to talk about when it's like too old. So my max right now at 24 is like 30.
Yeah.
I think I can't go older than that.
Yeah. I think it depends on what life stage you're at. If you're in college and you're like 19, 20, dating someone even like 6 years older, it might be hard because they're at a different life stage, right? They're working, they have their career, and you're still in school, and you're maybe in like your party area, so it just wouldn't work. But like once you're like 30 or something, I feel like
I can go like 45.
Yeah, like I feel like it would expand more.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But it really depends, because like if right now I meet like a 33-year-old and you're acting like a 24-year-old, that's also like a...
Yeah, it's just like... Do you want...
Really? Really? So...
Yeah.
What about you? Yours is also 30?
Would be my max. Yeah. And they would have to act like they're 30, but I don't want them acting like a...
22.
Yeah. No.
No.
I like a mature man's.
Me too. Because I'm so like... I need someone that's like calm, collected.
Yeah.
30-year-old, please.
30-year-old?
Yeah. Or like a 24-year-old that acts like 30. Or like 24, 25. Which is very rare, to be honest.
Yeah.
Frontal lobe still developing. Like, yeah. So, I mean, speaking of like 40-year-olds, when I was interning, this new guy, so I was interning at this company for around a year, and this new person came in when I was like 6 months in. I like to keep my professional life and my personal life separate, especially as an intern, right? Like, it's kind of weird. Like, I'm still a student, I'm interning, so like I thought, there's like boundaries. So I didn't necessarily share my Instagram with even like my closest senpais and stuff until I was about to leave, where I got like comfortable with them. But this one guy, the new guy that came in, he was around 40, I'm guessing. He somehow found me on Instagram.
Oh my god.
And sent me like a DM. And I was like, I'm kind of weirded out, but I accepted because like it's awkward for me to like not accept if you like found me on Instagram. So I accepted, and he sent me a DM saying like, oh, like, hi, I'm from, I'm the new guy that's hired, and I think he said something about like, I don't really know much about this area, so yeah, just like, if you have any recs for food, like, just let me know. And I was like, okay. Okay. And then I just kept it like very dry and like professional, because he's a lot older than me. He was like the manager level. So I'm like, okay, will do. And then his one message that like really threw me off was, he said, this is out of the blue, but what do you think a universally good man is like, or universally, what kind of man do you think is universally attractive? And I was like,
who asks that?
Yeah. So I just
to an intern
blocked it.
Good. I'm glad you were able to like comfortable enough to block him.
Yeah, because I was like, this is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So I like read it, but like I don't want to like interact more with that. And I didn't know where the conversation was gonna go, and I felt like a really weird vibe. Yeah. And then I even told like one of my closest like associates, saying like, I got a really weird message, and then they sent it to HR, but like HR really can't do anything. So
what?
I just kept a distance with him at all times. Yeah.
That's like another thing is like the pawhara and like sikhara like in the workplace. It's like I don't think necessarily that these guys are aware that they're genuinely making the girl uncomfortable. Like maybe it really is like a pure innocent thing, or like following you on Instagram is like just a innocent thing, but like you don't, like as a girl you don't know that. Like, you can't, like the boundaries get blurred, and I think that's why it's so important for like especially guys who are in like a higher position to understand that and be like, oh okay, like how do I come across if I DM her, or if I like, okay, that message is just weird, like that's not innocent at all. But like I think that's why it's like so important to keep that separate.
Yeah. So I mean, like if we're, you know, having a conversation, nice conversation at, you know, a work environment, and we happen to share Instagram, like that's totally fine. Yeah. But if you have to find me on Instagram, follow me, and then proceed to send me DM, then to me it's like crossing boundaries too much. As a college student. Yeah.
I think especially as like the girl that's in like an intern level as well, like you can't really have much, you can't really do much. You can't, for most people they might think, oh, I can't say anything to HR, or like, you know, like I don't know, like some people wouldn't block them because it's like, oh, they might say something to me at work, or you know, like it's scary to go into work the next day and have to like face
this person. Yeah. I don't know if I blocked or mute or something, or hid, but yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hi, man.
Why?
Just be extra careful, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you might think it's innocent, but...
Exactly. If you're in a position, in a higher up position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beware.
Beware. Oh, man. Okay. So, we don't go clubbing very often.
We really don't.
We're very pure, innocent girls. But we went clubbing, I think, like 2 years ago. So I was, 22 years old? 21, 22 maybe, yeah. And I'm with the girls, we're clubbing, and there's this cute guy. And I'm like, oh, he's cute. And, you know, I'm looking at him, he's looking back, and we're kind of like looking at each other. And then he comes over and he's like, I don't remember what he says, but, you know, he like does pickup line or something. And we're talking, and he seems like pretty nice, okay, at this point. So I'm just like talking to him. He looks very young for his age. I think he was 30, like late 30s, like 37 or something. Ooh. I thought he was like late 20s, like 26 or something. Ooh. Yeah, like he looked very young. So I was like so surprised. But before I knew his age, like, because the club is like really loud, I was like, oh, like let's go outside, or like let's go in the hallway. And so we talked a little bit more, and things were going nice. And then he tells me his age, and that's when I was like, oh, like, I'm 22, by the way. Like, I'm quite young. Like, I don't know if, you know, like, it's like, just to let you know, I'm 22, and, like, I'm not sure I would want to keep going, like, talking to you because you're, like, 37. And then he literally says, like, wait, what do you mean? Like, you're the perfect age for me. I know. He's like, I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like, all of my, like, people at my age, we all look for younger girls, like, under 24, because they're just, like, I don't even know, like, he basically inclined that, like, we're dumb and that we're easy to manipulate, essentially. I could not believe the words that were coming out of his mouth. I was literally just like, I'm sorry, what? You think, what? Like, you think this is okay, like, to be talking to a 22-year-old and, like, you're actually looking for younger girls. It's not like tamatama or, like, you know, oh, you ended up being 22 or something, but no, like,
you are on the hunt.
He's on the hunt for younger girls. And I was like, oh, that's not good. And I was like, don't you, like, you must not have, like, much to talk about. And he's like, yeah, I mean, we don't do much talking. And I was like, ew. Disgusting. Leave, please. And I was just so shocked. And I was just like, at this point, it was so funny to me. And I wanted to waste his time because I knew he was hunting for younger girls.
Right.
So I just wanted to, like, keep talking to him. And so I'm asking him questions like, oh, what do you do? And he's the principal of an international high school.
Stop.
Isn't that scary?
Stop.
We're, like, 4 years apart.
Stop.
High school.
That's disgusting.
That's
actually...
So you've, like, probably... Like, in my head, I was like, oh, he probably finds...
girls.
The high schoolers attractive, too. It was just, like...
Ew,
so gross. And, like, the way he was just, like... And then what's even more offensive was... You know, you're so interesting to talk to, Rion. Like, most girls, like, I can't have a conversation with them. You're so smart. And I'm like, ew. Like, first of all, don't bring down other girls while you're talking to me. And second of all, like, what? Do you think that's a compliment? Be like, oh, wow, like, you actually have a brain. Like, most girls don't. And, like, am I supposed to find that attractive?
Yeah,
I'm like,
what the hell?
Thanks.
This is the 21st century, and girls are smart.
Yeah.
And clearly smarter than him, because...
Yeah, he was insane.
What the hell? Do you remember the school?
No, I don't. I wish I did.
In Tokyo?
In Tokyo, yeah.
That's crazy. Should we expose? No, just kidding.
No, because he gave me his business card, and I was looking at it, and I was like, I wanted to keep it, and I was like, huh, because I think it kind of showed my true intentions of, like, wanting to expose him. So he, like, grabbed the card away. He was like, oh, actually, like, let me take it back.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, shit. But he knows what he's doing.
That's crazy.
Disgusting.
Gross. Why? What the hell?
But why is there, like, a double standard? Okay, like, let's say, like, because it's so normalized, what we're talking about, like, because it happens so frequently of guys chasing younger girls, why is it that when a woman who's older chases a younger man, she's considered a cougar, while the guy's, like, a boss, and he still has it, he's a silver fox, he's a sugar daddy? Like, why is it so glamorized for the guy, but for the girl, it's just, like, oh, you're desperate.
I think it's all comes down to the power and the patriarchy. Like, the men should have the power is the societal norm. And if you're like the older woman chasing after younger guys, then the guy's power is technically
like gone. Or like
it's
emasculated. Okay.
Which is like fucked up in itself. But I think the history of this patriarchy, I can never say this word, patriarchal,
Patriarchal. What are you trying to say?
Like patriarchy.
Patriotic.
patriarchal. There you go.
Patriarchal.
I can never. Every episode, I try to say patriarchal.
Patriarchal.
Yeah. That. What was it? That. But I forgot
what were you saying.
I don't know. I lost it. Anyways, yes, men want. I think as a society, men wants to hold the power. Therefore, if there is a woman that gets the power,
right,
they're kind of stripped away of the power.
But that's just on him.
Exactly. It's all about the ego.
Yeah. It always comes down to the ego, honestly.
Yeah.
Men just have these huge egos and they can't let it go. They have to always be the most, like, physically powerful, financially powerful, like, all these. Yeah.
And that's why, like, very hyper-independent women, the likelihood of them being single for a long, long time
is higher, right?
Is so much higher.
Because no man can deal with that. They can't accept a woman making more money than him. It's just sad.
Yeah.
Or, like, I feel like that should just motivate you to even want to make more money.
Yeah. It should be like a check-in with yourself, being like, okay, she's gonna motivate me to be a better person. But instead of taking it that way, a lot of men take it the wrong way. And they get offended by the fact that the women make more money or the woman is very independent and she has a higher role in a corporate.
Yeah. Men.
Yeah. But then, like, as girls, we don't want to look stupid or dumb. Or we don't want to, like, dumb ourselves down either.
We're not gonna bring ourselves down just to make a man look higher and better.
Yeah.
Like, that, we're not doing that. So you better step up your game if you want to be with one of us.
Period.
And that's it.
And that's today's episode.
Yeah. Why men like younger girls? It's all about power, ego.
And patriarchal.
Patriarchal.
Oh, yeah. Today was a lots of personal story episode.
Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. It was quite a lot.
Yeah. Why men?
Why men? Why do I stop?
Why men do this to us?
Honestly.
Anywho, thank you.
And goodbye. Bye.